Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Bullseye Nate. 2, 3, 1. Today, we're going to be installing an exterior ceiling light fixture. So, this is a Hampton Bay. Got it on a good deal. I'm going to show y'all kind of what the insides look at real quick. You actually don't have to put a bulb in it. It's got LEDs already aligned in the fixture itself. So it's pretty cool. I've never used one of these before, but I'm going to show y'all how to put it in. It's actually going to be outdoors. It's an exterior light, and I'll show you that here just in a second. As you can see, this is the light right here that needs to be changed. It looks alright until I take my hand off of it. As you can see, it's actually fallen out of the soffit here. So I'm going to show you how to take this out of there. This is an inlaid light fixture, and then we're actually going to put a surface mounted light on it. So I'll show you kind of how to convert everything and change it over. But basically the way that these work is they're going to have a bar, which actually maybe could be fixed as you put it in there, and you got a bar that runs across that goes diagonally that holds this in the hole. But we're just going to do away with it. So I'm going to pull that out of there, and then I'll show you how it's made so you can figure out how to do it for yourself if you got one of these. Alright, so here we are at the light fixture. I wanted to show y'all kind of what I'm dealing with. So basically, if you don't know how to change the bulb in these, you just pull this down. It's on these wires here. Also, you've got these clips. This is the way this light mounts into the ceiling here. So you push it in, and then this clip comes down and stays there, and this would be where the soffit is. And so the light fixture would sit in between the socket and this clip. And so you've got four of them actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. One on this side. That's the only one holding it still over there. But this light is in bad shape. It's ugly, and so we're gonna go ahead and change it out anyway. But it actually wasn't falling out because it was broken. Just these little clip mounts needed to be adjusted. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it down, and then I'll show you what we got once we get the wires exposed. Alright, so we push the clips back here, and so you can see the light is hanging. Again, this is the clip. How they work is they just push in, and then they would go adjust around, all the way around, and come down and hold the light fixture. So this is just a regular can light. If you have an indoor one, it probably works pretty much the same as well. So this is a box that's running the power through to the can, and then here's our wire connections up here. So we got a black one, a green one, and a white one. So everything's color coded for you. It's 3 wires, 3 connections, no big deal. This is gonna be super easy. Basically we're gonna go black to black with the new light fixture, white to white, green to green, which is ground. Maybe it's just an exposed piece of copper, as you can see right here. This is an exposed piece of copper. This is your ground. That's what you're going to attach the green one to. So it's super easy. Make sure you turn off your breaker. I didn't turn off the breaker. I just turned off the light switch, but y'all make sure you turn off. Got it here sitting on the table. Now this is the mounting bracket that they provide you with. Now this is designed to be mounted in a box. The box that I'm referring to, let's see if they have a picture of it here. Alright, so this is an electrical panel box that is normally in your walls. So like a normal light fixture, there's one on the ceiling there, that's going to have a box. This one was a can light, so it doesn't have a box. So we got 2 options. Either we can put a box in, which is this light fixture. It would mean that there would be a box sitting in here, but since this has been all changed around, and that's just the attic space, this is outdoors and stuff, I'm actually going to put a 2x4 across this, and then the light's going to mount to the 2x4, and it's going to actually cover this entire hole. So I'll show you kind of how to do that. But if you had a box, simply all you would do is connect the here's the wires there. I disconnected the old ones. But basically all you would do is put that bracket on the box and then attach the light to that bracket that's provided for you. But like I said, I'm going to actually use a 2x4. Alright, so here we are. Just kind of show you what I'm going to do to fasten this light fixture. Okay, so now this is plastic. So you got to make sure that you're not going to crack this. So basically what I'm going to do though is these screws, I've attached some washers, okay? And so this is just going to sit right through the face of this, like, as you can see here. And I'm just going to screw that in, and it's going to screw directly into this 2x4. So literally mounted, this is what it's going to look like. So I'll just give you a picture, except the soffit is going to be in between. So first I'm going to install the 2x4, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. Alright, so here we are back in the hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wires and put them just outside of the hole there, and I'm going to take a 2x4. This 2x4 is cut to about a foot long. It's just a scrap piece I had laying around. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the 2x4 across the hole just like that. Okay, so now I can still reach my wires and grab my wires to attach the wires to the fixture. So we want to make sure that there's still room for all of that. But here we are, making the bracket for the light to be able to be secured up here. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is the light is around 11 inches wide across. This hole is about 5, so the light really covers within about 8 inches. So if I put a screw here and a screw here, when I put the light fixture over this hole, it's actually going to cover the screw holes from this. The light fixture is going to cover the screw holes from, you know, this hole that I'm making this bracket for. So I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Alright, so basically what we got here is we got the screws within 8 inches so that the light fixture covers this entire hole. And so what I'm going to do is I'm screwing these screw holes. You're gonna set your 2x4 across there, and then you're gonna attach your screws to hold the 2x4 in place. So as you can see, this is going to be our mounting system, and this is super solid. I mean, there's nothing up here. This is just soffit, you know, hanging over the roof, so there's nothing in there. And so then now I can grab my wires and pull those back through, so that way we can reconnect everything when we get the light fixture out here. Alright, so here we are with the light fixture here. As you can see, we've got white to white is going to go to the white wire. Black is going to go to the black wire, and then the ground, it may be green, or this one's just exposed copper, so we're just going to put the exposed copper to the exposed copper there, which is the orange wire nut. So green is usually ground, but sometimes it's just copper, so that's cool. You just attach that to that section of the wire nut, or of the wire, with the wire nut. Alright, so we're going to attach the black one to the black one. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to twist this connection together before I put the wire nut on, and then I'm going to put the wire nut on. But they actually gave me some new wire nuts, so I'm going to put one of these new ones on. And so basically, like I said, you're going to attach the black to black, and we're going to twist it around. And then we're going to tighten that wire nut good and tight. Alright, it's nice and snug. Then we're going to go white to white. So take this old wire nut off. Again, make sure your electrical is turned off so that you don't get electrocuted while performing this action. Just keep twisting till it gets tight. It'll get tight, and it'll start wrapping the wires around each other. As you can see, they start to wrap each other. So that's when you got a good connection. And then our ground is going to go over here to the ground, which again, you're just going to kind of interweave these together, and then put the wire nut on. Alright, that all looks good. So basically what you could do is, if you needed to shorten these wires, you could. We could make it where these wires were way up here, but there's tons of room inside of this soffit, so we're just going to go ahead and push that up in there. And make sure, just again, make sure that your connections are secure and making good contact. If you want, you could put a little electrical tape on here as a safety, just to, you know, in case, so that the light fixture doesn't ground out or anything. This is actually, again, like I said, an LED. So this is pretty cool. I've never done one of these, but you got like a voltage transfer box or transformer or something here that is converting the voltage so that it doesn't burn the LED up. And so it's running through here, and this is actually from the factory, these wire nuts. You can see they put some electrical tape here just to ensure that there's no kind of, you know, short or anything like that. So you can do the same up here just to ensure that you don't get a short. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to push all these wires back up in the ceiling and mount this light. Alright, so this is what your wires are going to look like after you tape them up. And so now we're ready to put the wires back in the ceiling and reinstall the light fixture to the bracket. You can see the two holes provided for you here on the face of the light fixture on the either side of the bulb. So basically that's what's going to be screwed, the wood into the wood. So the screws are going to go through those holes into the wood above it. Alright, so we got the light fixture up there. So I got one screw in now. And then I'm going to do the second one. So basically you're just screwing these screws into the wood that you installed before. So once this is nice and tight, so you want to make sure you get it nice and sealed around the edge. They've got a rubber stripping here to keep moisture out and things like that. So we're going to make sure this is nice and tight on the soffit, and then we'll be ready to install the faceplate. Alright, so I've got the cut faceplate here, and so I've got these little screws. So basically these screws just go through here into the fixture itself. And so we're going to put those two in, and then we'll turn the light on and make sure that it works. Alright, so we got the faceplate on, the screws are nice and tight, everything's ready to go. Let's see if this puppy works. Oh yeah, really great. These LEDs are super bright. In fact, it's kind of hurting my eyes right now. So thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I want to give a special thanks to our audience today. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.